not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in a bitch magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a...
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rosen will throw. It's complete to Drake. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he hits Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go. Here we go. Secure. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Set, cut, off. Hey, block me. You can't block me. Deuce.
On 3rd down, Jackson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Check 50, check 50.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Edelman. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
1 sec. 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm here all day. Switch.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Let's go now. 30 base. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. He's checking crowd. Part 2 is the mic. Mike part 2. Mike part 2. Watch the screen. Pass. Watch the safety crease. Shoot.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Greystone, Travis. Shift. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Let's go. Now.
They'll run it here. This is James White. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Rosen will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Jackson on first down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the jet sweep, here's Harry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's White. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down now, Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Harry. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This fielded at the 2. Dorsett by himself, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as they are now on the board here in the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the toss play, this is Gray. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Rosen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second and 9, Jackson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Edelman. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. That he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tyree Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and the lead is now 14-10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
The question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Rosen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football.
And he's into the clear. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. On the handoff, this is White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Bucky Hodges. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. 3rd down here. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead. Well, you take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And it's Michel once again. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And he hits Drake. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rosen looking to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
We got 4.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run with Drake, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now it's Jackson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception,
the long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Hey, alert, alert.
Rosen to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
53, Mike. Hey, come on out here.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's got White here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready. Check 55, Mike. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Squeeze. SOS.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles.